All right, ladies
Let's
and
go.
gentlemen. This is our first guest, first knockout guest. So I'm just gonna get started by saying this right here is the man, the myth, the legend, Mirza himself, the biggest Leverkusen fan I know.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Same love to you.
Yes, sir. All right. So with that being said, I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. Tell the people how long you've been a Leverkusen fan, and just a little bit about your history
Sure,
before
sure.
going to the video.
So I'm born 1988
Mm-hmm.
in Sanjak, Novi Pazar.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually located in Serbia. And with 8 years, I went to Germany. I was there from 1996 until 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been a fan since the season 2001, 2002.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
I
that was
keep
before I was
following.
even born. That's insane.
Yeah, exactly. So at that time, they used to be very strong too.
Yeah.
But after that, they weren't that much strong like before because like they sold their best players. They sold, of course, Michael Ballack. They sold Zé Roberto. They sold also Lucio.
Mm-hmm.
And all three went to Bayern Munich.
Right.
So
So
that's a big handicap, right?
yeah, it's a big transition from having the best players. It's like the
Exactly.
phase you guys are kind of going through right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
So obviously, I brought you here because we have a really really big game coming up. Obviously,
Exactly.
Leverkusen versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
Without wasting much time, I just want to say, people may know me as one of the biggest Arsenal haters.
You're a Chelsea fan.
I came ready, but no. I generally do not like Arsenal because as a Chelsea fan, who would like Arsenal? Like, first of
I
all,
have some friends. I have some friends that are Arsenal fans. So
Yeah,
I don't
but
have nothing against Arsenal, but obviously if you're a Chelsea fan, it's different. Right?
no, I mean like as a Chelsea fan,
Yeah.
that rivalry is always there.
Of
And
course,
even
man.
though lately we just haven't been able to beat Arsenal, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's like Leverkusen in Cologne or Leverkusen in Düsseldorf.
Yeah, it's very annoying. So I'm just gonna get started by saying, so tell us a little bit about what's been your biggest, like I would say, accomplishment so far this season compared to other seasons, and things that you've liked so far, things that you haven't liked so far. Like, what would you say is different this season compared to other seasons?
This season, I think it's difficult because we got almost a brand new team. 11 or 12 players are new in Leverkusen, and it takes time. But I think in maybe 1 or 2 seasons going forward, I think we're going to have a strong team. Just this season, we're going to struggle. But I'm actually happy with the 6th place right now. Of course, I want to see my team play Champions League because that's the biggest competition in Europe. So obviously, Champions League should be always the goal number one to
The objective.
reach. Yeah, objective. But we also know that we have Bayern Munich, who's going to be a German champion anyways. Then we have Dortmund, then we have Leipzig, and then we also have Stuttgart. Yeah, and then I see Leverkusen there too. So, man, it's going to be tough this season.
Yeah,
and also like with the new coach, I think the new coach is much better. His personality fits better to Bayer Leverkusen than Ten Hag. Ten Hag,
Yeah,
I watched some of his practices, man. Like, I don't know, is he coaching a professional soccer team or an amateur team? But that's okay, right? Like,
I would say that was one of the reasons why you guys kind of ruined the beginning of your season, because he made you guys get off to a bad start. So now you guys had to catch up, So he kind of messed up your season. That's why. And but then the Champions League, what's like? How do you feel in the Champions League? Like, are you like how do you feel? Are you how do I say, delighted with how your team has been performing, or would you say that you could do better?
I think they always perform better in Champions League than Bundesliga because Champions League obviously you are more motivated to play against the best teams in Europe. So, but if I could choose between Arsenal and Bayern Munich, I would always choose Arsenal, of course.
Yeah,
because behind Bayern Munich they're just way too strong, and they're German team, and we're a German team, so it's always good to play against the English team, right?
Yeah, exactly.
From the UK. And I think our chances, I would say maybe 70% Arsenal and 30% Leverkusen. But it also depends the day, like how we perform and everything.
Like I said, me, if I see Leverkusen beat Arsenal, it's gonna make me the happiest person ever, because
you never know, man. You never know.
You never know, right? So Arsenal, as we all know, they didn't lose a single game, not a single loss in the league phase. So you're looking at them like, why do we have to play against this team, right?
Yes, but I'd rather play Arsenal than Manchester City. To be honest with you. Or Manchester United, because Manchester United, they always perform
in the Champions League when they're in good form. When they're in good form.
They usually play. It's always hard to play against Manchester United, but always the Manchester United is a different story now. Mm-hmm. We are more focused on Arsenal, and I'm looking forward to the comeback from Kai Havertz and Hincapié.
Yeah, because Kai Havertz used to play for Leverkusen, and then he went to Chelsea, and then he went. That whole story is crazy. Yeah. But I don't know if he's gonna be fit, because right now he's still injured. So
I think, but he's gonna be there like either way, like maybe to support the team or at the stadium.
Yeah, just to watch the game. It'll be nice. I'm sure you guys are looking forward to seeing him. That'll be very exciting.
Yeah, of course. But
so let's get straight into the next. I wanted to discuss a little bit about. So now Arsenal, right? Yeah. So obviously, Arsenal, they're looking like they're in every single competition. Premier League champions. They're in the Carabao Cup final, in the FA Cup still, and then in the Premier League. They're just, they're everywhere. They're in every single competition. Yeah. So what would it take? So let's say you were, I guess, the Leverkusen's manager. What would it take for you to try and beat a team like that that's just so motivated? Like, what would you try to change? Like, what type of mindset would you give your players to try and beat that team? A team like that?
Obviously, me as a coach, I would always start with the best players, and then see how the game goes. If we are up maybe 1-0 or 2-0, whatever, or we're down like 1 or 2-0, we can always make some adjustments. But at the beginning, I would always start with the best players.
Yeah, no, I get that. And so, like, let me ask you, who would you start? Let's name your first 11. I'm kind of curious.
First 11?
Yeah.
The goalkeeper right now, Blaswich.
Okay.
Then I would go with 3 central backs, Tapsoba, Kwanzaa, and I would go with who's the third guy? Wait, you have so many like new players. And I would also start Balde.
Okay.
I would start him. And I would play LWB, left wing back. I would play obviously Grimaldo.
Yeah, Grimaldo is one of my favorite players right now.
On the right side, because it's against the English team, I would play Nathan Teller.
Yeah, if Frimpong was there, obviously Frimpong.
Yeah, Frimpong. Or Vasquez, but Vasquez is injured. And also Artur, he just got injured bad too. And then 2 central mids, I would play Palacios.
Okay.
And I would play Andres.
Okay.
And then I think we need 2 more players, right?
Yeah.
And I would say I would actually play with 2 strikers.
So Patrick Schick and who?
Patrick Schick and Kofane.
Okay. No, you see, I've been keeping. Obviously, we've been watching some Leverkusen's games, especially the recent one against Olympiacos, because I watched the matchday 7 against Olympiacos. Olympiacos beat you guys. So then when I saw that you guys were going to play them again, I just knew Leverkusen was going to win. I even predicted you guys were going to win, because I just didn't see Olympiacos winning. But yeah, so now that, we kind of have an idea. So who would you say is would be the main threat on Arsenal's team for you, like against you guys? Like which player on Arsenal would you say against our team we can't handle that, like at the moment? Would you say obviously Gyökeres, Saka? Would you say maybe Declan Rice?
Saka, I think. I mean, Saka. They're all good, like we cannot, because they're first in the Premier League, of course. They have a good team from starting 11 to the bench to the manager. Everything has to be perfect to be on top of the league, right?
And also, so I wanted to ask, what's your thoughts on Arsenal and their set pieces? Because that's how they've been getting their goals lately. Just corners.
Oh, yeah. What? I think it's also Leverkusen have the same What was good at the corners too with Alonso, like under Alonso when he was coaching.
Yeah.
So these guys, they have their tactic, like they always practice it, and then practices goes into the, like to the games, and they have been scoring like I don't know how many, maybe 30 goals so far.
They just scored again. Like they just played Chelsea.
I saw
it, man.
It's crazy. Yeah. You know what? They actually have good defenders, and they're very strong, robust, and tall. So when they jump and when they're ahead of the ball, it's always like most of the time on 99.9% goal.
Exactly.
So we have to try to defend that a little bit better and smarter and predict like where the ball is gonna land, or the goalkeeper has to come out.
No, because their tactics is put like pressure. 5 players on the goalkeeper so he can't move, and then block a few defenders. So it's just they have this way of doing it. I don't know how they do it. Like they've just mastered it. So it's like
exactly.
Yeah, they've mastered it. So even if it doesn't exactly land to where they want it to go, it's gonna land out. Like even if it lands even if they misplace it, they already know that there's gonna be another play that comes out of nowhere and rebounds it. So they're just very dangerous with that. So I would say, me personally, if I were to say, the only way that Leverkusen has a chance of winning this game is to prevent set pieces. Like avoid giving Arsenal too many corners, avoid giving them too many like crosses and things like that. Because they're really good at that.
And they have to win the tackles as well. Tackles are very important too.
But like I wouldn't say they're very good right now. Like to be honest, they're not very good at open play goals, like breaking teams up. So I would say you guys have a chance of winning them as long as you stop them from getting those corners and set pieces. Obviously, they might try to break you guys down, but
the thing is, I'm pretty sure the players know that, the coaches, they know that as well. But I remember Klaus Toppmüller, ex-coach from Leverkusen, when they played the Champions League final against Real Madrid, he was telling the players, be careful. Roberto Carlos, when he throws the ball, he does it far, So the first goal, you see Roberto Carlos throwing the ball, and then Raul somehow kicks the ball, and then the goalkeeper tries to reach for the ball, and it just goes through, and then that was the first goal. And if you consider like those goals against you in the Champions League final, I mean,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You never want that.
It's very frustrating,
So obviously, I'm gonna say we have about 2-3 minutes left. So I'm just gonna end it off by saying, I'm gonna leave you the floor. Give us some fun facts, anything you want to say before we end this video. What you're looking forward for the second leg. What do you want to happen in the first leg, and what do you want to happen in the second leg? Because I'll have you back for the second leg. So depending on how the first leg goes, we're gonna do a round 2 for the second leg. All right.
So the first leg is in Leverkusen or in London?
The first leg is actually Leverkusen. Yeah.
Okay.
It's Bayer Arena. So what you looking forward to for the first leg and the second leg?
Obviously, I want to see some goals, but I also want my team to play smart. And I want them to just go on the field and believe in themselves, believing that they can beat Arsenal. And I want them to score at least 1 or 2 goals.
So would you say you want to win in the first leg, basically, but it's not going to be easy?
Because we play home. So I'm hoping for 1-0, 2-0, or 2-1. And then in London, I don't know, man. Like, we have to wait and just,
Yeah,
it's football, man. You never know. Who would have thought that Bordeaux's going to beat Inter Milano in 2 games, in both games, So you never know.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if I were to give my score prediction, it's always going to be Leverkusen. They got this one. Leverkusen all the way. I got Leverkusen, as you know, guys. Yes, sir.
Right,
as you know, Chelsea or forever gonna. So I'm gonna ask you one question before I end this video: Chelsea or Arsenal? Who's the king of London?
King of London?
Yeah.
I mean, when London is blue, of course, Chelsea.
Yeah.
So I root for Chelsea, of course.
Thank you so much.
I like Chelsea long time since I Eden Hazard or Didier Drogba. The goal against Bayern Munich, the header.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure as a Leverkusen fan, you were so happy.
Of course. Yeah, I don't like Bayern Munich at all.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to say. You know what's funny? Besides Barcelona, every single team on your side of the bracket has never won the Champions League. That's a fun fact.
Really?
Yes. Every single team. So other than Barcelona, you guys, none of you all, Arsenal has never won, Bodo Glimt, Sporting, Spurs, Atletico Madrid, Newcastle.
Okay.
You see, all those teams on that side has never won the Champions League. So it would be funny to see another team from that side win it. It'll be funny.
You never know.
You never know.
Like, it's football, man. You can always.
It's like PSG. It's like PSG versus Inter. No one saw that coming. You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah. So with that being said, it's that's why we love this game. It's full of surprises.
Like I don't want to talk too much. You know, like whatever happens. Like I'm still gonna be a fan, and this is not the last season. We're gonna always play at least Europa League or maybe Champions League. But I'm always a fan. It doesn't matter like where they're standing. But always, I want them I want to see them always be successful.
Of course.
And I think we have a smart scouting, and they know exactly like what they're doing.
No, I respect that. It's the same for us, Chelsea. You know, we're the same way. But all I'm gonna say is, I wish you guys the best for the first leg.
Thank you. Same to you.
I'm rooting for you. I really, really want Leverkusen to beat Arsenal.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because
that would be.
Just leaving the first leg with a win is the best way to go into the second leg, obviously, right? But then the game is never over. You can be 2-0 up like Juventus. Oh, I mean, like Galatasaray or Dortmund.
Yeah, it was a crazy game, actually. Juventus and Galatasaray.
That was a good game.
With 10 men.
Yeah, that was crazy. So anything can happen in Champions League.
Football is all about here, man. When you hear free, it's a mindset. When you hear free, and you can read the game and everything is easier for you.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, man.
And I really, really hope to have you back for the second leg.
Yeah, for sure, man. Just let me know.
All right. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.
Okay, man.